Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to this week's podcast with me, Amira, and
Cledwin?
no one else because I'm hosting it myself this week.
Guys, so pretty much our last podcast was 6 months ago. I was just checking that just now. And the last podcast I filmed, I actually didn't realise it was just me and Wes. It wasn't with Amira.
Yeah, I got replaced.
I know.
I wonder why that was.
It's fine. So it's Amira's back, and we're doing the podcast together. So we thought we'd bring it back. We're back in lockdown again. So what better way to start it rather than with a podcast, right? So podcasts are back.
Exactly.
Podcasts are back.
They're back for now, guys. I don't know if you're ever going to hear this, but, let's all keep our fingers and toes crossed. Because we actually we actually recorded a couple of podcasts after that one that Cledwin and Wes did, and Cledwin decided that they were shit and that he didn't want to upload them. And then since then, true story, stop laughing, since then, he basically has been avoiding recording a podcast, and I've been asking him, but I just kind of left it because I was like, he's not into it, he didn't want to do it, so
I've been a busy man.
He's been sat in his room playing COD, busy.
No, look. Since our last podcast, things have changed, right? Things have changed quite a lot. So last podcast, I was pretty much still in uni, right? I was still doing my
that's true actually, and the last podcast, I was severely debilitated with anxiety.
Oh jeez. So now it's changed. So I've got a job now. So I'm working Monday to Friday. Working 9 till 5. No, working 8 till whatever 4. And then I've got tutoring after that for 2 hours. And then I play COD in case.
And then he plays COD, and once a week he reserves 30 minutes in his schedule for me.
But look, we're busy. Maybe the weekends are free, and we could have filmed it then. But yeah, I've been putting it off. I don't know why.
Yeah, genuinely, why have you not wanted to?
I don't know. Lockdown was really boring.
Was it because the last one that we filmed, we may have argued?
No.
No. Did it put you off?
No, it wasn't about that. It's just look, lockdown was really boring, and we needed to fill our time with something, and that was podcast.
And it was not me.
It was podcast. Look, and now we're still in lockdown, but a lot more busier now. So I'm just I'm focusing on my YouTube COD career.
His YouTube career. So that really doesn't make any sense to me. So he had more time last year than he does this year, but now he wants to add something else to his plate, but whatever gets you through the day.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well look, regardless, the podcasts are back. We're back here. We're talking about subjects that are going on, and yeah, just what's been up since our last podcast, which was 6 months ago. All right, do you want to kick us off, Anita?
Yeah, so what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about your obsession with COD.
Oh, no, we'll leave that one to the end.
No, because I quite enjoy your COD.
No, you don't.
No. I do! Such a lie. You hate me so bad. I actually do like your COD.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I've put
a lot more focus in my YouTube channel now, right? I just love enjoying editing the videos and all that. And I've started up an Instagram now with short clips.
Okay. Shameless self-plug.
I didn't even say the name. It's Cluster Gaming official. If you want to check it out.
Is it Cluster Gaming official?
Yeah.
Is it official?
Yeah, it is. Someone has taken Cluster Gaming, and I don't know
really?
who. So
let's go see.
Yeah, that's that. So I've just been focusing on that, make some videos, just making it consistently. So I want to get into a habit of consistency and having a good work ethic, whether that's with actual work, whether that's with social media. So yeah, just trying to put a bit more focus into that and keeping it. I want to try and kind of do it daily, but I've been doing it every second day because I don't play COD that much, or maybe sometimes don't get the footage. So I've just been asking all the other boys in the chat to send clips when they're on or whatever, just to fill up the timeline, I guess. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So do you know what? Let's leave that there. There's not much going with COD.
I think it's quite good. I'm genuinely being serious. I'm genuinely think it's good.
Okay. Well, the thing is, like, do you know what? I like, on a serious note though, I started this cod chat, I say I did, but it was like a group of 4 of us, and we just started it just to, I don't know, just play some games between ourselves. But over time, we just kept on adding more people to it, and now there's about like 60 odd folk in that chat. And
yeah.
On a serious note, it kind of is like a getaway from whether you're really bored in lockdown or sometimes with like...
Or like struggling even with
just mentally and stuff as well. So I think it's a good space to just clear your mind and
Exactly.
just speak to your friends, right? You can't see your friends, so it's a space to just go have a laugh and fill some space, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Like,
yeah. So I want to actually talk about how we've been dealing with, like, obviously our podcast is called Miles Apart, and we live quite far away, right? So how have we dealt with the long distance, the COVID on top of everything? Before lockdown, we actually used to see each other pretty much every second week, maybe. You used to drive up, I used to drive down, and we used to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But with lockdown, it's been a bit harder. So how have we kind of felt that? Do you want to
shall I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think long distance is quite hard without this sort of stuff.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's hard, just relationship wise. It's hard on my mileage and it's hard on my bank account. But I think what we've been doing to try and like tackle that, and even though we are like miles apart, do you like that? We've been like on Discord watching movies, things like that.
And do you know what? We just discovered Discord, like, not too...
Well, you discovered it. I didn't know about it.
Well, Reddit told me about it, but I didn't know you could like share your screen and watch other things at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's
so
good.
That's been huge for us.
Because what were we doing before? So, guys, what we used to do is we used to go on Skype, and we used to share our screens. Do you remember this?
Wait, no.
We used to share our screens on Skype, but it never ever worked. And then if we ever wanted to watch Netflix together, you can't share your screen with Netflix. So we used to both get our own Netflix accounts up, right? We would pick a movie, and we would be like, we'd get the movie, and we'd be like, okay, guys, 3, 2, 1, and we'd press play at the same time so that we were on the same bit, so we were watching the movie at the same time.
Yeah, that was a struggle and a half.
That was so difficult.
Yeah, and one of us would lag out and start laughing before the other person. Yeah, it's just a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
So what we've done now is we'll just watch like any movies or something from MyFlixer or something. It's a really good website actually. So we watch it through MyFlixer, and I can now share my screen on Discord with Amira. So normally what tends to happen is she'll be on her phone, and I'll like stream it through Discord through my PC. And I'll watch it through my PC, and she watches through her phone. And
because I can't like share my screen or anything like that.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. So you know what? It's been really good to like have that. But on top of just watching movies, we actually also like watch like YouTube and stuff like that, and just see what's going on in the world. And
or even we'll just like if you share your screen when you're on Spotify, we can listen to.
Oh, that's so good. Do you know what? That's my fave. That's my fave.
Nice.
Is watching like listening to music together. So if we're in bed or whatever. I'll share my screen of like the music that's playing, and we'll just listen to it together, which is really nice actually.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually finding new music.
But my favourite is probably YouTube, and we watch a lot of like foot asylum stuff with like chunks and things like that.
Yes,
Beta
Squad, Sidemen.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got Amira into Sidemen. Oh my god! And look, do you know what? Just mid lockdown and stuff. KSI released his like concert and stuff, so I bought a ticket and I was like, Amira, do you want to come? Well, she didn't really have an option, but I bought a ticket anyway, so she's coming with me when lockdown's over.
I'm
so yeah.
quite excited about that.
Oh man, I can't wait. His
music. Do you know what? When you bought that ticket, that was when I was not even into the Sidemen.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't even like KSI.
I know.
And now
through lockdown, I've been forcing her to watch a lot of Sidemen stuff. So that's probably why. But do you know what? His music's actually gotten so much better. Like since start of lockdown, I think his music's definitely gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's definitely catchy.
So,
But I think as well, like, one thing that like we do when we're like, oh, I watched this video, let's watch this together, or
Yeah.
this YouTuber's released this new video, let's watch this. What I found happens is, I'll watch all your stuff, but you won't watch anything of mine.
No, guys,
So,
guys, just wait,
you
2
know.
seconds. Let's clarify this. Let's clarify this, okay? So my YouTubers are things like so really good YouTubers to check out. Kelly Wakasa, really good content creator. He's like a he used to be a
college
student.
student, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a college student, and he just does crazy things, right? And it brings that kind of like freedom out of you that you want to go and do those similar things like that, right? Which are doable. Like, he's not like overly crazy with his ideas or anything. It is doable.
Yeah, I think what's really good about his stuff is that he's it kind of reminds me of us, like when we were in uni.
Exactly.
We would go and do
right?
stupid things like random adventures.
Yeah. So
it's kind of like that.
So that, and then I have YouTubers like the Sidemen, which is again realistic stuff that you can do, like playing FIFA, playing COD, and all that sort of stuff. And it's stuff that we could do as well, me and Amira, or just with our group of friends and things like that. So then I watch YouTubers like that. Who else do I watch?
Beta Squad,
exactly. Again, doable challenges, right? Like the 24-hour challenge that we did, stuff that we can still do. But then flip that onto Amira's side of YouTube. Amira, go.
Okay, so I like to watch makeup tutorials.
Yeah.
I like to watch, there's this really good, if anyone likes movies or likes books or likes reviews or anything, which likely no one is going to want to watch this, so I'm just wasting my breath, but there's this really good YouTuber called Kenny JD, and she watches movies and then gives really, really funny breakdowns of it, which you have to admit, you watched that one about 50 Shades of Grey or like Twilight or something, you thought it was funny.
It was Twilight, but it was alright.
It was funny. You told me it was funny.
It was good.
The thing is, right, Chloe doesn't watch a lot of these movies that I've seen, and she obviously watches a lot of the kind of movies and reads a lot of the books that I used to watch or read when I was like a teenager. So it's really funny to have that, and like my friends and me will talk about how funny like her videos are, but I suppose you don't get it. But I just thought that maybe it would be nice for you to like, you know, maybe like take an interest in what I like. But apparently I'm only allowed to watch the Sidemen when we are on Discord, so
but it's like we watched Jeffree Star and things like that. And what was that other guy's name?
No, we don't.
And what was that other guy's name? Wait, what was the other guy's name? Shane Dawson. And we used to watch shit like that, and I'm like, what is going on in my life that I have to put myself through watching a Shane Dawson video? Oh, it's torture. It was torture. People in North Korea probably watch that when they get sent to prison.
Can you let me speak? I just want to put a disclaimer here. I don't watch them anymore. Those were my days where I didn't understand.
We literally watched that a few months back.
Nice people. Huh?
We literally watched a Shane Dawson video a few months back.
No. Look, that was last year. Clement, when did you get me that palette?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
No. No.
Listen to this. So, I wanted to get Amira something for her birthday or something. And
I think it was Christmas.
Maybe Christmas actually. And she was going on about this Shane Dawson / who is it? / Jeffree Star makeup palette, and she was going all about it. And she was like, "Oh, I wish I could get that, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Okay,
no,
do you know what?
we watched your documentary together. That was what it was.
let me do something nice for her, right? Let me get her this makeup palette." So I got it. It was like 30 odd quid. I was like, "Holy shit! Why am I paying so much for this?" Right?
That's actually quite cheap for a makeup palette.
Oh mate, no chance. For the size it came up. Do you know what? I was expecting a massive palette when it came through the post. I get this little package, and I'm like, why have I paid 30 quid? Let me tell you a tiny bit of backstory actually. Before I got that palette, I had to go to the Royal Mail like depot, whatever, and to pick it up from there. And I was like, why do I have to pick it up from there? Why couldn't they just deliver it to my house? So when I get there, they're like, oh, you have to pay an additional 15 quid on top of the 30 quid that you paid because it's coming from America or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. So I've had to pay 45 quid for this tiny ass palette that she barely uses. Right?
That is a lie.
You know it's true.
Okay, but first of all, let me put
never again.
Let me put my 2 cents in, right? So, first of all, I don't like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson anymore, right? Okay, we understand that they've had their scandals and they're bad people. Anyways, moving on from that, that was my mistake, right? We all have pasts. So anyways, it's not a tiny makeup palette, number one. Number two, when you're gifting someone something, regardless of the price, if you're giving it with your heart and you're giving it with good intention, then that's fine. Just give it, man. Don't complain. Don't bring up the past. used that the last time I saw you.
Oh god, fair enough. So that was that. But look, apart from the watching movies on Discord and all that sort of stuff, we've been doing like home workouts as well. So again, Discord's been our kind of our platform to use. So we've just been putting the webcam on.
Have we really?
Oh yeah, kind of. So we've been putting the webcam on and doing like workouts together. So I'll do it in my room while Mira does it in hers. And it's, do you know what, it's
actually been good because just been stuck at home, not being able to go to the gym and stuff.
Exactly. And just before like the second lockdown happened, we were going to the gym consistently. Like you were definitely as well. And the thing is, you know what, I didn't see you going to the gym as consistently before as you did in that period. Like you were going every day pretty much at one point. So and that was you pretty much enjoying it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really, really started to enjoy the gym. And I think what it was is I've always enjoyed doing things like that, but I've just never like what you say, I always just expect to do something and be good at it right away. So if I'm not good at something right away, I get really sad and frustrated, so then I just give up. Whereas, and I didn't really know what to do either. I know it's such a typical story, but I actually didn't know what to do. Like I would see all these people online and I'd be like, okay, so they're making it look really easy, why can't I do it? But then I was just like,
just take it step by step.
I don't know what it was. I just
you were going with your friend.
I've been going with my friend as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're both kind of starting, probably not the best thing, but we're both starting at quite a similar level.
Yeah.
So we're kind of helping each other. We've got these videos, these people that we watch, and we're trying to like make sure that we're doing things correctly. And I don't know, it's just been really nice to have someone there, and I think we motivate each other a lot as well.
Yeah. No, it's
just having someone to go with every single day and that wants to do, that has like the same motivation as you and really wants to push herself as well has been so nice.
I think if one of you guys are feeling like a bit low, the other person can push you and just get you to the gym.
Then that's genuinely what happened. Like there'd be days where we'd text each other and just be like, oh, I'm feeling like crap, I don't want to go, and we'd just be like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? Like just think of how good you feel after a workout.
Yeah. So
we just help each other through that, which has been really good.
That's good. And then you also started like, I think another thing that motivated me as well to go to the gym sometimes is you'll buy something new for yourself and you're like, oh, I really want to try it, and like whether that's new shorts or a new top, you know, you want to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. So I got you the like Ultra Boosts that you started using as well.
Yes.
And the only reason I bought you them is because I had them, and no joke, they were so comfy. Like you could run, you just feel comfortable walking in those shoes. And I got you a pair and stuff for Christmas.
Yeah, it was Christmas.
So, and then you bought loads of Gymshark stuff as well.
Yes.
Right.
I've turned my back on Nike, guys.
Nike's too expensive.
Gymshark ambassador.
Nike is too expensive though. It is really good. Don't get me wrong. Nike is really good, but I feel as though it is very expensive. Like.
I agree. For what it is very expensive. But do you know what else I've realised? Talking about shoes, just bring it back to Ultra Boost, right? I was a Nike, like, how many pairs of Nikes have I had? Like, I used to wear Nikes all the time in uni, going running, whatever, go to the gym, whatever.
Yeah.
And since getting those Ultra Boosts, genuinely, so like, this is going to sound really weird, right? But I'm flat-footed, so I can't, like, some workouts, like, my knees go all knobbly, and I find it really, really hard to, like, stay balanced. Like, for example, if I'm doing squats or whatever.
Yeah.
But see, having those Ultra Boosts, like, genuinely like help me so much, and my feet don't get sore or anything. They're just so comfy, especially if you're doing exercises where you're jumping, like doing like skipping and stuff. It helps your knees so much. They've genuinely been so good.
I definitely recommend everyone to do this, because I went to a shop called Run For It, who do like you can test out different shoes and get an idea of which shoe works for you. And I went there to test it out. You run on a treadmill. They see how your foot arches and all that, right?
Is that why you got Ultra Boost?
That's literally the reason I got Ultra Boost, and they recommended them to me. It was a bit out of my budget. Like, they are 160 quid or something, but on offer sometimes I got them for 120 actually, which was really good. So yeah, they were a bit out of my budget, so I went to like Sports Direct or something and got them from there for a lot cheaper. But those were the shoes they recommended, and I haven't looked back since. So yeah, definitely try it out for whoever's wanting to start running, or who has a bit of uncomfort in like the current shoe that they've got. So yeah, just test it out, see how you're feeling.
There's been a lot of like fitness people that I've noticed on Instagram recently it's so weird since you got me them, saying how comfy and how good they are as well.
Yeah. So. Like throughout lockdown as well, you've been going to the gym. I've been going to the gym as well, a lot more. And one thing that's probably keeping me going to the gym and like keeping me motivated. First of all, I didn't have like a proper job, so I had a lot more time. But I've also just enjoyed like doing PRs, and you're probably the same, right? Where you'll do a weight and you're like, I feel like I can go a tiny bit more, right? And I've been pushing some weight that I've never even thought of that I would push in my life. Like on the bench, I did 110 kg, and then on squat I did. So I never thought in my life I would do 3 plates. So how much is that? 60, 120, 140. So 140 on squat, and then the last one was deadlift, which was 180. What was it? 180 or 160? 160 kg, I think. Which was, yeah, for me it was a lot. So I think just that motivation of like doing a weight and then like just keep on going up and up in those weights, and seeing that change as well. So yeah, it's been really good. You think you're gonna start when this lockdown's over again?
Yeah.
That's good.
I miss it.
Yeah, definitely.
I miss it so much.
Definitely keep it going. And do you know what? Like, it is nice having someone there with you. But one thing I've actually really enjoyed is the fact that I've been pushing myself, right, without anyone to go to the gym. I think that's really powerful. Like if you depend on one person, I feel as though sometimes if that person's not there, you look for excuses.
You can make an excuse and be like, oh,
exactly.
Okay, I won't go today.
Yeah,
that's true.
So trying to find that self-motivation to go to the gym, I think, is really important as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. Oh, a funny thing I actually want to bring out and mention, right? We were doing some National 5 physics yesterday, Amira, me and you, right?
Right. Can I just preface this? It was National 5, but we all know that we all sat hires, and they've now brought some higher aspects into National 5. Okay, so that's the equivalent of standard grade. So before anyone thinks or says anything, this was higher when I was doing my hires.
So do you know what, the course has changed quite a lot. So I do tutoring for like primary 6s, 7s, S1s, S4s, and S5s. I've got like 6 students or something, and I've been teaching them like maths, physics, computing, and all that. And Amira wanted to try and relearn something that she struggled throughout, like when she was in school, which was projectile motion. And do you know what? I actually really struggle with projectile motion as well. But it's something that I've obviously doing a mechanical engineering degree, you understand a lot more. So I thought I'd explain.
Yeah, like I could never get my head around it, and I'm not naturally very good at maths, so I had a maths tutor when I was in high school. Yeah. And he was an engineer as well, actually, and he helped me with my physics a little bit. And this projectile motion, I could not get my head round. I struggled so much, and it used to make me cry. Right, I was that person that if I couldn't get it, and I just felt like it would just make me cry because I couldn't get my head around it, and I just felt like such an idiot.
Yeah.
And like teachers in school, they were trying to explain it, but like they just couldn't explain it in a way that I understood.
Yeah. Look.
And I feel like since when you showed me it last night, I kind of understand a wee bit more, but I don't think I'd be able to do it by myself.
The thing with yesterday, I'll describe the situation first, and then you can speak about it. So I started teaching Amira about projectile motion, and I thought it was literally going to be like a 10-minute thing where, there's this equation, and just apply it, and boom, you get your answer. So I was trying to rush through this as fast as I could, right? Because I had, like, I said that I'd hop on COD and stuff with the boys at a certain time. So I wanted to get it done within that time. So it's my fault straight away, right? Then as we were going through it, you kept on asking questions, and I was like, oh God, we're not going to get this done. so then
you actually still haven't answered the question that I had.
So then I stopped her and I was like, okay, let me just explain all of it through, and then you can you can then ask me questions at the end. So then I explained everything, and she still didn't understand it. So she was struggling with questions, and at one point she started to cry. And I was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have rushed this. I really shouldn't have rushed this.
It's not the fact that you rushed it. It was the fact that the way you were speaking, you're like, You were just being like really mean. You're like, hurry up, Amina, come on. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but do you know what? Like, I just expected.
Taking me back to the day when I would sit and try and do my math homework, and my dad would be shouting at me.
Yeah, I just
like,
expected.
why can't you understand this?
I just expected you to like get like the simple stuff, right? But obviously you've been
This
away from
isn't
physics.
simple for
No,
me.
but I know. But you've been away from physics, like gravity, right? That like stuff like that. I thought you would have just
I
got it straight
understand
away.
gravity.
Yeah, I know. But in that context, in that projectile motion, but then I had to like explain that, and yeah, I just knew it was going to take me ages, so I was like trying to like miss out steps. But obviously when I teach my students and stuff, like we go through the first part, second part, and then when they get to that question of projectile motion, they already know like the underlying physics behind it. So it's just a case of learn this equation, and apply it, right? And like that was my fault for rushing through it. I completely understand that. So then I took a bit like extra time to explain some of the stuff, and look, you didn't get it at the end of the day, but I think it's just something that, no, this is the thing, this was the thing I was saying to you, is you don't expect to understand something on your first try, and you shouldn't think that you shouldn't think before going into that you're going to ace it the first time round, right? We try again, we go again, and you'll get it the next time. And that's why I teach like most of my like students and stuff as well, is that look, it's how much work you put in, is that what you get, like you'll get out of it, right? So if you put more exercises, if you do more homework and stuff like that, obviously you'll do well on your exams, right? It's just hard work pays off. So look, we'll do it again. We'll try some projectile motions either tonight or tomorrow.
Right. You've scarred me. I thought I'd be older and wiser and I'd get it, and like you're a tutor, so I was like, oh, he'll be able to explain it to me and I'll finally understand it. And then he just shouted at me, and I just have like PTSD now, and I can't.
Yeah, she just started.
Like, you know
just
what
started
else?
like really.
He brought up a question that was in my
this,
physics exam,
do you know what, that
and I
scarred her.
shat myself. Like, I remember the car from my exam, and I just thought, here we fucking go.
Here we fucking go. But like that was that was probably a mistake on my part to bring a question that you'd sat.
No, can you imagine, right? I'm in the exam hall in my physics exam, knowing fine well that if I pass this, I'm getting a D, right? I actually didn't get a D, I got a better mark than that, right? But
yeah.
Like, it's just the fact, can you just imagine me in that exam, like, shaking, like, oh, fuck, I don't know how to do projectile motion, what value goes where, like.
Yeah. Like always teach my, like, students and stuff that, like, there's 3 parts to looking at a question and doing it. Is first, like, reading how many marks it is, then reading what the question is literally asking for, and the equation that would go along with it, right? And sometimes it's just a case of understanding what is it that you're looking for, and that's the thing that you kind of missed out, was the fact that you didn't understand what you were looking for, right? There was.
Well, yeah, but I didn't understand.
But that's what I said.
That's because I didn't understand what I didn't understand.
What's that mean?
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, I was just explaining to you. I was like, I mean, what is the question? But then you were reading the
explanation.
The explanation of the question first, and I was like, but what is the question asking for? And then that was
I know,
that's
but
the most
then like by
difficult
that
part.
point, like
yeah, you start crying
made
at that
me
point.
cry by that point.
I know.
And I was just like so anxious.
I know.
Genuinely, math anxiety is a thing.
yeah. Now I know.
Now you know. You've seen me.
Yeah, firsthand.
You've seen me struggle.
But yeah, that was that. That was interesting. Do you know what? I've actually never taught you. I've never taught you something. I don't think I don't. Have I ever taught you something like that? Was probably the first time, projectile motion, wasn't it? Yeah, never again. Never again.
That's so mean. See, guys, this is like what he said. No wonder I cried.
But on a serious note, though, I've been like doing tutoring a lot more, and it's been good to like see like the kids improve with maths, physics, and all that. But that's because we've been doing it consistently, and this is what I'm talking about with you. Is I teach my kids every single day of the week, like Monday to Friday, and it's that consistency. Even though they're out of school, I've still been like going kind of full on with a course, which keeps them interested first of all, and second of all just like fills in their space during like that. Because I think with school at the moment is that they only give them assignments and then expect them to do it within that week. So some kids will do it in the first day and get everything done, whereas some kids will leave it right to the end.
Yeah.
So I think you can lose a bit of focus, and but yeah, oh well, that's that. Anything else?
Jobs.
Jobs are interesting.
Job things?
Job things. It's been going well. I've got a job now with a company, and I've just been doing some CAD work for them. It's been actually really cool. Like I set a task at the start of the year was to improve on CAD work. Like I really wanted to get good at SolidWorks, get good at like the simulation like side of it. So and that's what I've been doing. Learned a lot more, and I've been making like videos as well on my YouTube. Right, like my YouTube space is just something that I like putting up videos regardless of what it is, whether it's code, whether it's SolidWorks, whatever it is. So I've been making some videos like tutorials of how to design pressure vessels and all that sort of stuff, and just bung it in there and hope someone watches it. And look, I've got some really good reviews back about people asking questions, being like that was really helpful. So it's good to see. It's good to see. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, that's about it. What about you?
I think you've been doing quite well with that anyways.
Yeah, job side of stuff. It is frustrating, like when you get loads of like jobs that have declined you and stuff like that as well. So you just gotta keep your head up, right? At the end of the day, you're not gonna get every job, and you have to think about it. Sometimes it's like the computer that like sieves through the applications and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not down to you. It's not down to the person and stuff like that. So
on a level though, I don't think you've ever struggled to get a job before. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you've ever had a struggle. Like, you've never been turned down at interviews. You're the kind of person that's never been told no.
Yeah, I don't
right.
Like that.
So I feel like you have to like no. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say that and a thing. But I do think that especially towards the end of last year, that kind of put you down a little bit and made you feel a bit, because you were just like, why am I applying and doing all these applications and I'm not getting anything out of it, and then when I do get to interview, I'm not getting what I want. And I feel like that maybe. But
do you know what? I haven't had a proper interview, like until like a few weeks ago. Before that, like throughout lockdown, most of lockdown, I haven't had a proper interview, and even
I thought you got to 2 or 3.
Video once. Yeah, I haven't had a proper interview before lockdown, heaps, right? But I haven't had any through lockdown because loads of people are applying and stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's just sometimes luck and sometimes who you know as well.
That is what it is.
Yeah, you just got to keep your head up and just keep motivated and look, try find stuff that you can keep busy with, right? Whether that's with COD, like it doesn't have to be something that, I don't know, it just keeps you happy, I guess, especially through this time, just to get through it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something that like makes you money. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I know, but then I step back from that.
But then some people really
need money. Some people really need money, and I think you need to be on your feet, think on your feet, and ask for help when you need it, right?
Yeah.
Ask your contacts and all that sort of stuff.
I think Depop, we were both. Well, you were quite good at Depop. Remember?
Yeah, it was really good.
That might be a good thing.
Depop's really good.
That's quite fun when you get a sale.
Tutoring's really good as well. It's not a simple thing to do. Don't get me wrong, it's not a simple thing to do. You need to have like that love for teaching and like helping kids improve and things like that as well. So
and patience.
And patience, yeah. So
patience.
So yeah, try find stuff and ask for help when you need it, I guess. Speak to the people around you, especially during this time. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was going to say. So look, what is it? That's us half an hour through, right? Do you want to?
Wow.
What do you want to call it? You want to call it? Yeah.
No, I actually have a question.
What do you want? Okay, go for it.
Do you like the name of our podcast?
Yeah, miles apart. We are miles apart.
I don't.
Why?
Do you know why?
Wait, what?
Because
how are you springing this up? 4 episodes in.
Let's be real, this is like the first episode. Those episodes don't count.
Okay, what do you want to call it?
I don't know, like I was just wondering if, like, you know, all 3 of our fans would maybe leave a comment.
18. That was 18 subscribers.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. Hi. I didn't know that. How y'all doing?
Okay, what do you want to call it then? Let's see.
I don't know, but I feel like we need suggestions because I'm really not feeling this whole miles apart, because it makes me kind of sad when I like look at the title, I'm like, oh yeah, we are miles apart. Well, that's nice,
It's
you
the
know?
reality. It's the reality. We got to face
I
it.
know,
Look,
but
when we're together, it's going to be changed to less
close
miles
together.
apart. Okay. Less miles apart.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like we could come up with a better name.
Okay, we'll think about it. It's probably not going to change.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to Wes for all of his hilarious TikTok content. Keeping me
Do
going
you know
through
what?
lockdown.
That's been so. If
Literally.
look, if someone hasn't checked it out, what's it called? Just Wesley Orr, I think.
Just Wes _or or something.
You gotta check it out. It's so good. Oh, there's some TikToks going.
Oh,
He's got a new one. So it's at
Wednesday,
Wes _ or. And that's the content we need. Like some of Wes's stuff is so funny. And
yeah, genuinely, it just makes me laugh so much.
and that's a good example of just keeping active and keeping entertained, I guess, through lockdown, is just to make stuff that you enjoy, make stuff that make other people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Wes has definitely done that, and he's got a decent amount of followers. And
Yeah.
do you know what? Some of his TikToks, I was thinking, I was like, they're gonna blow up. But sometimes it's just the algorithm with TikTok. Like some things blow up, some things don't.
I'm genuinely shocked that he hasn't got more like.
Do you know what? For all his videos, I've just been liking it, sharing it to you, and stuff like that, because that's how the algorithm works. And putting comments and things like that as well. So I'm sure he'll find it.
Oh yeah, comments. See, that's why I comment on people's TikTok.
Nah, Amira comments on the people. Like, I find that so crazy, is that someone comments on someone's. I guess like YouTubes and stuff are
But people
fine.
do that on YouTube.
Yeah, but the way you do it is weird. Like, you speak to them
How?
like they're on a personal level with you, being like, Amira messaged on one of the some guys, like it's a couple TikTok, and she commented being like, "That's the first time I've seen you with a shirt on," or something like that. I was like, "What's that? Like, what is that comment?" Oh man.
I don't know. I just thought I would comment.
Yeah. Do you know what? And that's probably a good time
Someone laughing.
like, that's probably a good time to end that podcast, is Amira messaging random messages on someone's TikTok. So
You make me sound like such a weirdo. It's literally not like that.
nah, yeah, sure it is.
I
Do you know,
message.
you probably
to
get
make
that. You
people
probably
feel
get
good
that from
about
your
the
younger
content that they
self.
put.
You probably get that from your younger self of like commenting on like group, like musicians, like group musicians. You know how you used to have like a massive like. Fan
I used to have a
phase.
massive Twitter when I was a fangirl. Oh my god.
Yeah,
those were
your
the
fangirl
days.
days. Sorry, that's what I was meant to say. Your fangirl days.
Oh yeah. I shouldn't have deleted that. That was good. Good times.
Okay, well, that's probably a good time to end the podcast. We're 37 minutes in. That's probably going to be a massive editing job on my hand.
Oh, that was what I was going to say as well. So Clebin tends to edit the podcast to make himself sound much better. So if I don't sound funny in this, I am hilarious. It's just Clebin cutting me off.
Alright, let's call it a day. Alright, catch you guys. Catch you guys.
Let's shut this bitch up.
Alright, see you later. Bye.
Bye.